Welcome back. 4:30 is the time. A live look here from the James Lick Freeway in San Francisco. Those headlights headed southbound on 101. As you can see, traffic moving just fine. No major problems out there. But we'll get the official word with Drew Harmon coming up in our traffic report in just a moment. A weather forecast as well, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, a quick update now on one of the developing stories we're following this morning. The government's Cash for Clunkers program ends tonight, prompting a flood of trade-ins over the weekend for consumers hoping to cash in on that federal rebate program where you could get up to $4,500 for your clunker. Samantha Hayes reports now from Washington.
For many car owners who didn't think they would be in the market for a new automobile this summer, the government's Cash for Clunkers program provided the incentive, up to $4,500, to trade in their old gas guzzler for a new, more fuel-efficient model.
For me, basically, more motivation, and of course, a new car always is good.
Last week, the Department of Transportation said Cash for Clunkers generated more than 450,000 deals, representing about 2/3 of the $3 billion allocated to operate the program, which is set to end Monday night. But some dealerships say the government has been slow to reimburse them and have imposed earlier deadlines on clunker sales.
Especially coming out of the times that we've just come out of, and then to have this kind of cash flow hanging out there, it's very unnerving. It's hard to sleep at night knowing that you have, $6 million outstanding.
Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood says the money is on the way.
They're going to get their money. We have the money to provide to them.
Initially funded with $1 billion, the program's success prompted lawmakers to increase its budget to $3 billion, despite criticism from some conservatives that the government is essentially funding another bailout for the auto industry. Consumers took advantage of the federal rebate.
From this, with all its dings and dents and scratches and dog hair and all that, into one of those.
The government says that the CARS program will continue until the close of business today, but some dealerships have already stopped in order to have time to file all the paperwork. In Washington, I'm Samantha Hayes.
While we're talking about cars, let's talk about gas prices. We took a quick look at the numbers, and it turns out the average price for a gallon of gas here across the nation hasn't changed much over the last 2 weeks. It's holding pretty steady right now with an average of about $2.63 a gallon. In fact, the Lundberg survey says the latest average price for a gallon of gasoline is about $1 below where it was this time last year. And here's a breakdown of the numbers there. You see the national average at the top, and then here in California, the average is about $3.04, and Oakland and San Jose hovering right around that mark. They're both at $3.05 for a gallon of gas. San Francisco a bit higher, as usual, $3.13 for a gallon of regular gasoline. All right, 4:34 the time. We've talked about cars. Let's talk about weather now. Drew Harmon standing by with a look at the forecast on this Monday morning, first day back to the work week. Good morning, Drew.
Good morning, James. And we're looking at a mild start for this work week. If you like 60s for the weekend. Taking a look at some traffic now. We've got some construction out there. Could slow you down just a bit on the roadway. And Burlingame right now, 101 southbound. Caltrans, so off to a great start and hot spot free on the road so far today. James?
All right, Drew, thank you much. And here at 4:36, we wanted to bring you pictures just in here to KRON 4. Take a look, live aerial pictures above Buffalo, New York right now. Where at this point we're following the latest in a building fire. Apparently it's a collection of storefronts on the ground level and apartments up above, but this fire been raging for a little while now, and at the last check there were 2 firefighters missing this morning. They aren't sure where they are. They haven't been accounted for, but they were battling this blaze inside the building when they went missing, so they're looking for them right now. But these live pictures out of Buffalo, New York this morning showing you the scene out front of this building. Hopefully we'll zoom out here in a minute and show you a better shot of what that building looks like. But if they don't, we'll come back to these live pictures when they do and give you another update. But at this point, a large building fire and now 2 firefighters missing as they battle that blaze. More throughout the morning. In the meantime, another developing story to update you on. This one obviously much closer to home, out of the East Bay, where the search for that missing 5-year-old boy continues in the Oakland area. And now there's a new website to help with that search. It was created obviously in the hopes that it might help find Hassani Campbell. KRON 4's Sarah Peel has more on the story.
The website, findhassani.com, is expected to be launched at some point tomorrow. It's essentially going to be a one-stop shopping where you can find out everything you need to know about the 5-year-old little boy who went missing nearly 2 weeks ago. Among other things, the site will have the latest information on searches for Hassani, where they've already looked, and where they'll look next.
For public awareness. You know, we want the public to be more informed on what's going on with searches for Hassani, anything that if they want to volunteer to help. It's strictly about Hassani. We need to know for the vigil tomorrow.
As a small business owner specializing in t-shirt printing, Sherry Lynn Miller knew she could help get Hassani's image out there on t-shirts like these. The website, she says, is just a continuation of that effort.
Why not? Somebody has to step up and help. And being a small business owner, being able to print flyers and make t-shirts is something that they need.
The site will also include ways to volunteer, ways to donate to a reward fund, have a calendar of events and vigils, but will also have tools she hopes will help bring a little boy home.
I would hope that everybody does download the flyer and print it out. Again, I can't stress enough, tape a flyer in the back of your car. If you don't have a flyer, you can come by here, pick up a flyer. I'll even tape it in the car for you.
Sarah Peel, KRON 4 News.
And of course, keep it here to KRON 4. We're going to be following this story, and any new developments that come out of it, we'll be sure to let you know about here on our broadcasts. And if it should happen to come in while we're off the air, check our website, KRON4.com. We'll put all the new details there as well. In fact, we've got a special section there on our website where you can find stories that we've done about the search for Hassani Campbell and links related to the search as well. Give it a look. Meanwhile, some new details to tell you about this morning about that murder involving a reality TV show. Canadian police say they've found the suspect in that case. Apparently, he died of a suicide. Ryan Jenkins' body was found in a motel in British Columbia. An international manhunt had been going on for him after the mutilated body of his ex-wife was found in the LA area. She, of course, was from the Bonnie Doon area here closer to home. There it is, Ryan Jenkins on the left and his former wife, Jasmine Fiore, there on the right. Police don't yet know how long Jenkins was in that motel room before his body was discovered, but we'll keep an update on this story and let you know as soon as we find out more. At 4:40, though, we do want to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute with more news, weather, and traffic. There's more headlines to get to this morning, so stick around for that. Let's go outside, give you a live look here at 80 through Albany. A check of the ride here on the East Shore Freeway. Looking pretty good. A lot of gaps there between the cars. So you're moving at the limit this morning. The CHP says they've got nothing on the logs. No accidents, no incidents, no stalls to get in your way. We'll be right back.